Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maruf. I'm a host on Muslims on Fire podcast. I'm also serial entrepreneur as well as I'm also a certified coach. As you may know, in each episode, I invite uh, ordinary Muslims doing extraordinary things. They love what they do what they love, and they make a living out of of their passion. In the end, they end up impacting hundreds, even thousands of Muslims. These are the Muslims, what we call Muslims on fire. If you're one of them, just contact us, let us share your story. However, this video is not for you. This coaching session is not for you. On the other hand, for the rest of us, those of us who are really still trying to figure out their purpose, their why, maybe you already know your purpose, but you're still struggling to make this your main source of income. Maybe you already did that, but you really want to make a huge impact, and then this might be something for you. So this coaching session has been as a result of many requests by Muslim brothers and sisters like yourself who are listening to podcasts and saying, this is all nice and good, but how do we become one of them? And I've thought hard, and I've listened to hundreds of Muslims, I listened to hundreds of non-Muslims, and read hundreds of books, and try to put something together. When I say coaching, it's not something like a boring, you have to listen, and just not as like a learning session, but instead, I really wanted to put something which is fun. I'm not thinking it's going to be easy, but it's going to be fun. The way is that in this session, I really want to invite you to something called the infinite game. So the way it works is that in this coaching session, there are three levels. On the first level, it's something called discover your purpose. So on this level, we'll go back to the drawing board, sit down with you, and really figure out what's your purpose in life. So as Muslims, we know the main purpose of life is that, as Allah says in the Quran, I have created man and you can accept and worship me. However, what I'm going to tell you, I think we missed something there to understand properly. God doesn't really want us to 24/7 sitting there and worshiping. Like when I say the salah, it's not the point. The point is something else. So as the way understood is like it's serving, right? It's just doing your best. Any action, or thing, thought you do that's going to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm not talking about that purpose, which is general, but I'm talking about more specific purpose for you. Like what is Abdullah, what is Maryam is supposed to do in life. And this is what we're going to dive in level 1. We're going to discover our purpose. On the next level, as we call it, to follow your dream, follow your passion. What we're going to do to get that purpose and say, okay, if that's my purpose, what I am doing right now, does it really align what I'm doing? Trust me, most of the time, it does not align what we are doing. That's why we feel like stressed. That's why we feel like, not aligned. Let's put it this way. And this is on the next level, we will align that. Either you can join forces, like what it means that if you really find a cause, you really want to care, you can join with a company or a group of people who are already doing that. However, sometimes what really happens is that what you really want is not being done, maybe if it's done or not properly. So for those of us, we want to create sit down and map your journey. And maybe it's your entrepreneurship journey. And we will share in this session is that how to really understand before you create your own business. There are a lot of steps you have to learn, and this is what we're going to do in a fun way. And last but not the least, once you're doing that, and the last step is that, let's imagine you find your purpose, and now you made your main source of income. However, maybe you're not doing a really big impact. This is like where it comes to amplify it to the purpose. So ideally, once you reach the level 3, you will not all be doing what you love and love what you do, but also will be impacting hundreds of thousands of people and Muslims all around the world. This is exactly what I really want to achieve with this coaching. And so there are basically 2 ways of doing it. One is the one-on-one, which could be pricey. That's why we also create the group coaching. So every week we have a meeting on Zoom to understand where we are. So each of us as a group, we can move on to the next level. So having said that, we're also creating a specific hub on the community, where, as you know, that we all come together and support each other. Last but not the least, will be starting with some simpler courses, but in the long run, we'll be releasing more and more courses. You can either buy them separately if you're not a member of this coaching group, or if you're a member of this coaching group, then you can get access for free, right? Having said this is like a subscription model. You can join as little as $97. You can stop anytime. But one thing I can tell you is that just try that for 30 days. So you have 30 days full money refund. If you don't like it, you always cancel, get your money back. One thing, inshallah, I can promise you is that the value we're going to add, the change you're going to make in your life, in this journey, it's going to be amazing, something you have not seen before. So this is all good and fine, but however, I just want to make some notes who this coaching is not for. This coaching is not for if you're looking for get-rich-quick schemes. So it's not something you join and we don't promise you like in 1 month everything's going to change, you make millions of dollars. Yeah, well, money is important. It's not the main course. This is something for you if you really want to join, if you want to take action, if you're coachable, to change your life. It doesn't have to be right in 2 days, but it may take some time, but it will be worth it, right? It's going to be over time. This is what this coaching all about. So if you have any questions, you can hit the chat button and ask any questions, and we're here to answer that. Otherwise, I really want to see you on the other side. Looking forward to see you on the other side. Having said that, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.